Okay, this is page 17 and number 61, rhythm time. Look at the second measure of this. We have a half note tied to a quarter note. The half note gets 2 counts, the quarter note gets 1. So we add those together by the tie, and that gives us 3 counts. Then in the fourth measure and last measures, we have dotted half notes, which is the same thing. A dotted half note gets 3 counts. So let's clap and count number 61. Here we go. 1, ready, now. 1, 2, 3, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. And off. So keep backing this up and going over it, clapping count several times until we understand that dotted half note and that the half note tied to the quarter are the same thing. This is number 61, rhythm time. We've just clapped and counted this, and now we're ready to play this on the drum. Remember, the half note tied to the quarter note and the dotted half note are counted the same way. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. So let's play this together. Number 61. 1, ready, now. 1, 2, 3, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. Notice how I'm not bringing the sticks way up in the air. I'm just moving my wrists for each note. So keep backing that up and going over it until you have it worked out where it's nice and smooth. Okay, this is number 62, encounter in 3. Notice on the 8th notes in the second measure, we have the little Z mark, which means to bounce. Just let the sticks bounce a couple of times. That way we're getting ready to start a roll. So let's go through number 62, counting first. Ready? Let's count. 1, ready, now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. Now let's try that on the drum playing. Ready? 1, ready, now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. All right, keep backing that up and going over it until you have it worked out where you can have those bounces nice and even, where both sticks sound the same. Okay, this is number 63, Skill Builder, a simple waltz. This one's a little longer, so we're going to go over this in sections. So we'll look at the first 3 measures with a pickup. Let's make sure we're using the sticking that it shows. We have a flam in the first full measure with the left stick slightly ahead of the right. Then we have the Z's, the multiple bounces in the second measure. So we would count this. We come in on 3s. We count this 1, 2, 3. 1, rest, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. So let's do those 3 measures together. Ready? Here we go. I'll give you 2. Come in on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. All right, keep backing it up and going over it till you have that worked out. Now let's look at the last section. We have a quarter note, buzz, 1, 2, 3. Then we have a flam. Then we have the 8 notes, left, right, in the second measure from the end. So let's count over those last 4 measures in one note. Ready? Here we go. Counting first, now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. 1, rest. Let's play that together. Ready? 1, ready, now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, off. So back that up a few times until you have it worked out, and then you're ready to go all the way through 63. So let's play all the way through 63. Ready? Here we go. I'll give you 2. Come in on 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3. So keep backing that up. Count out loud while you play. This will help you get the notes in the right places. This is number 64, Sight Reading Challenge, theme from Cambridge Overture. We're going to do this in 4 measure sections. So we'll do the first 2 measures and the first ending, then we'll do the first 2 measures with the second ending. So let's finger and count through this while I'm playing on the rim. First 4 measures, 1, 2, ready, now. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. So let's play that on the drum now. 1, 2, first 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. So now we'll look at the first 2 measures in the second ending. Ready? On the rim. Count out loud with me. Ready? Now. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Second ending. 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Off. Let's play that now. First 2 measures in the second ending. Count out loud while you play. 1, 2, ready, now. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, rest. Now keep backing these individual sections up, then we'll be ready to go all the way through. So now we're going to play all the way through number 64, taking the first ending, repeating back to the beginning, then skipping the first ending and playing the second one. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, rest. So keep backing that up and going over until you have it worked out completely. Now we're looking at number 65. I've just come from Sydney. This is normally a test item, so you want to spend a little extra time on this. So let's go over the first 4 measures up to the half note. So let's count together and play on the rim. Notice the first part is soft, the last part is loud. So we're going to do this by counting and playing on the rim. First 4 measures. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, slam, 2. All right, let's do that on the drum. 1, ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, slam, 2. Now we're going to go over the last section, starting with the 2/8 notes there where the forte is. Because these 2/8 notes actually belong to the last 4 measures. This is their pickup. So let's do it on the rim and count out loud. This is the last 4 with pickups. I'll give you 1, 2, come in on 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, off. Now let's do that on the drum. Notice the accents means to hit it just slightly harder. Here we go. I'll give you 2, come in on 3. This is after the half note. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. So now we're ready to go all the way through 65. So here we go, all the way through 65. I'll give you 2, come in on 3. Ready, and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2. All right, so keep backing that up and going over it. Try to make a difference in your accents and your non-accented notes. Play the first part close to the rim, soft. Then the second part more to the center of the drum to make it louder.